Hey guys, it's Megan. As always, I hope all of you are doing well. Today, like the title states, I'm going to be letting you guys know my number one choice as far as Louis Vuitton purchases for the year 2023. Yes, I did make some amazing purchases, bag purchases this year, and I enjoyed them thoroughly. So I don't want to undermine any of those bags, but this one, from the moment that I bought it, I just knew that it was going to be my favorite for the year 2023 and beyond. I mean, literally, I've enjoyed this bag more than any bag in my entire collection. That's saying so much. So before we get into it, in case any of you guys have not joined my YouTube luxury community, I kindly invite you to do so by clicking on that subscribe button you see located right down there below on your screen. And also by clicking that notification bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified every time I upload a video. So I'm just going to start off by saying some bags that I didn't choose that are really, really high up on my list as far as purchases. Bags that I just cannot see myself ever selling. Now, this one might be a little bit of a shock to you guys because you might think that I chose this bag because I sing its praises all the time, but I actually didn't, although I enjoy it very much. Mini bum bag, love it, enjoy it thoroughly, but it was not my favorite for 2023. Another one, oh, you guys, I love this bag so very much. My beautiful Ellipse PM. I've taken this with me countless times, out to lunch, out to dinner. Really, this one is just, I always say, it reminds me of a bag that was created in the 40s, worn in the 40s, classy like the 40s, but stood the test of time of the 40s, if that makes sense. Love this one very much. And I'm going through these really quickly, you guys. I'm looking at, you can't see all my bags because some are on this wall. And I'm looking at my on-the-go GM. That was an amazing purchase. I'm not showing you that one. I'm just really showing you my top ones that I can't get enough of. Next one, high-rise bum bag. This is another that I sing the praises of all the time. So I showed you the mini bum bag. I showed you the high-rise bum bag. I did do an in-depth comparison review of the high-rise and the mini bum bag. I'll include it right there. I definitely did my best to give you guys a very good comparison. And looking behind me right there, for my birthday, I did get in Hawaii. Oh my gosh, you guys. I do love this in the monogram version. You can see it right there, but the side trunk, this is with the debossed leather. It's just so stunning. I wore it to a very nice restaurant the other night. As a matter of fact, I'm going to my husband's Christmas party very soon, and I think I just have to use this bag because it stands out. It's really like a showcase bag. I think you guys get the idea that the bag I chose, I am absolutely over the moon about. That's how much I enjoy it because I have chosen it over a lot of other bags. I do want to let you guys know that I mentioned in a previous video about this bag that when I first saw it introduced, I judged it in a way that I didn't intend to. I literally had seen pictures of the bag. I even saw reviews on the bag and I just was not interested in it. I was not drawn to it in any way. And yeah, I mentioned that in a previous video. So maybe you guys have an idea as to the bag I'm talking about. Let me just go ahead and show you the beautiful Pochette Metis East-West. I love this bag, you guys. I know you know I do because I chose it. So the reason why I love this bag so much, and then the reason why I think you guys may like this bag so very much, is because it gives off such a edgy look for a classic bag. I think all of us would agree that the Pochette Metis is a very classic bag. It's definitely become a classic. I've owned the original Pochette Metis since 2020. I remember I bought that in the beginning of the entire COVID thing. There was always something about it where I loved it, but there was just something that was just kind of big about it, maybe kind of boxy about it, but I still found it so very beautiful. And when I saw this introduced for the very first time, I just thought to myself, this doesn't make sense. It's about $350, $400 more, and it's smaller, yet it has a chain, and I just thought to myself, I just don't think so. But then one day I walked into a Louis Vuitton store and I saw it and I thought to myself, well, I'm very drawn to the fact that it's a Pochette Metis because like I said, I've always liked the Pochette Metis style. And then I just really liked the fact that it wasn't as small as I thought it was going to be. And then I tried it on. And the moment I tried it on, my entire mindset changed. That just goes to show you guys, you can never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes we may think that we don't like a bag, but really we have to give it a chance by trying it on and seeing it in store. That's a huge thing. Sometimes we see pictures, it doesn't give you the right idea. You have to literally see the bag, touch the bag, and try the bag on to be able to make that final decision in your mind. Once I did, I just knew that I wanted it. And I was like, oh my goodness, what took me so long to be drawn to this bag? So yeah, you guys, it has the classic factor going on. Everything is basically the same as the original Pochette Metis, except the size is different. Now, this is a small bag, but this is not going to be as small as, you know, the mini bum bag, which by the way, I absolutely adore. But in comparison to this bag, you're going to fit so much more in comparison to the mini bum bag. And I love this bag, you guys. But like I've said, with the mini bum bag, you're able to fit in your necessities. Well, with this one, you'll be able to fit even more because it fits more. Now, this chain right here, a lot of people said, what am I paying for? I said the same thing myself, a smaller bag with a chain. But this chain is literally just so luxurious, so beautiful. I really don't feel that I'm ever going to have to worry about it tarnishing in the future. Again, the exterior is identical to the original Pochette Metis, minus this gorgeous gold chain right here. But when you go ahead and open the bag, you're greeted to somewhat of a identical, I guess you would call it a fraternal twin interior, because this one, if you guys are familiar with the original Pochette Metis, it does not have a zipper. This one does have a zipper compartment. You guys can see I do have an organizer, or I should say 2 organizers for these pockets. I find them to be essential to these bags. I've always said I really like Samorga and I really like Zoomoni. I find those to be the very best organizers on the market, and the fact that they have 1.2 millimeter is amazing. What really makes it amazing is the fact that 1.2 millimeter is very, very thin. So it's going to go great with bags that are on the smaller side like this. So if you happen to be interested in an organizer for any of your bags, I mean, with all of mine, I do the 1.2 millimeters, even my bigger bags. And when I say that, I guess I could bring up the Speedy or the Neverfull. If you don't have an organizer inside those bags, if you guys are familiar, they're going to be very squishy. Although I love the squishy look, sometimes it could just be too much. Like with the Speedy, it'll just hang, literally. You'll put your objects in and it's just hanging. Now, I don't want that look to be completely taken away. That's why I love the thin 1.2 millimeter, because you get the protection on your bag, and then you're also going to have the original shape of the Speedy, of the Neverfull, of whatever type of bag that you're getting, but it's not going to take on any kind of boxy look. It's just going to enhance the natural shape and structure of the bag. It's not going to change it, which I love. So if any of you guys are interested with Zoomoni, I do have a coupon for 20% off if you do go to their website, zoomoni.com, and enter the code LVLuxeDelight. I also have that within the description box below. One of the reasons I love this bag so much is because it fits so much on the inside. That's a very, very big thing. A small bag that actually fits a lot. And I'm not just saying like the mini bum bag fits a lot. I mean like the Pochette Metis East West fits a lot on the inside. Quick little overview as to what I pack in my Pochette Metis East West typically, an idea. I wanted to show you, and I don't want to undermine my beautiful mini bum bag because I adore it so very much and I enjoy it so very much. But I just want to give you guys an idea as to what fits inside of this bag in comparison to this one. So I've said repeatedly that my mini bum bag will fit my essentials, and it definitely does, because inside here you guys can see I do have what I need, which is my 4-key holder. I also have my card holder. I also have my mini pochette that does have minimal cosmetics in it. Love that one, the By the Pool collection. And then I also have my phone, which of course I need. So those are the items that I really consider my essentials. Now, what I fit in this Pochette Metis East West that I cannot fit in here, prime example is my Toiletry 15, and I do have it packed with cosmetics. So I'll go ahead and give you guys an idea here. I'm going to put my Toiletry 15 inside of here, and you will see that it does fit perfectly because I use it time and time again. And you can also see there's lots of room to spare. Let me go ahead and expand that and give you guys an idea. Whereas, okay, so let me show you. The width on this is a little bit wide because if you try to put it in the mini bum bag, let's see what happens. I know what happens because I've tried doing it. I'm doing this with one hand, you guys, so bear with me. But you guys can see it doesn't fit. There's just no way it would ever fit in this piece. Another example is I love to bring my sunglasses around with me. And of course, I do have sunglasses in here. Now I use my Toiletry 15 and the sunglass case holder with plenty of room to spare in this Pochette Metis East West. So I'll go ahead and show you how it does fit and leaves lots of room for more, even in the back. And remember, there is the back zipper. So with the mini bum bag, if I were to put my sunglass case holder in there, I do believe it'll fit, but actually I don't even want to say that it does fit because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I do not like to stretch my canvas in any way that it does not want to be stretched. So I would say that's a no on fitting inside of the mini bum bag. So hopefully that gives you guys an idea as to the differences with these two bags. You are going to be able to fit a considerable amount more in this Pochette Metis East West than you are the mini bum bag. But please let me emphasize one more time, I love the mini bum bag. The items again that I did fit inside were my mini pochette, my phone, my 4-key holder, and my card holder. Now, if I wanted to, I could also use this little space right here. This will fit cards. It's not going to fit a card holder, but it will fit cards. And if you'd like maybe AirPods, it's going to fit something small. So it's roomy. It'll fit your essentials. I would say your bare essentials, where this one's going to fit your essentials and more. Hope that gives you guys a good idea. So what I want to do now is go ahead and show you guys some mod shots as to how this bag looks like on the body. I know some of you guys have asked me how this strap looks in comparison to the Pochette Metis original strap. I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like, plus all the different ways you can wear this bag. Yay, let's get into this. I'm going to be showing you guys the Pochette Metis East West strap, the different variations on how to wear it. I'm also going to be showing you, to start out with, if you haven't owned the Pochette Metis strap, because I've gotten a lot of questions in regard to this strap, the Pochette Metis East West, in comparison to the Pochette Metis, the original, and how it lays on the body in comparison on the longest length. So right now, I do have it set to the longest length on the Pochette Metis East West, and you guys can see about how much of my jeans are showing. That's how we're going to measure this, okay? So you'll be able to get an idea. So yeah, it leaves about that much room. And if I may mention, I'm just loving this bag as a crossbody. It's so, so cute. The chain really just does make all the difference in the world. So I went ahead and attached the Pochette Metis strap that comes with the Pochette Metis bag. Again, there is about this much space remaining with the Pochette Metis East West strap. Let me go ahead, take this off, and put on the Pochette Metis strap instead. And this is going to be on the longest setting, you guys. And you can see it's not that much of a difference. So it's probably, I would say, before it went to about here. So it's probably about this much of a difference longer with the original Pochette Metis strap. So let's go ahead and take the Pochette Metis strap off and get back into the variations of this bag. And you guys, yes, I've mentioned it. I love it. It's my favorite bag from Louis Vuitton. I'll go ahead and show you guys again what this looks like on the longest setting. I don't think I mentioned it, but I am 5'8" in height and I weigh about 135 pounds. So yeah, it lays about here, which I think is absolutely perfect. And if I wanted to make it a shoulder bag at the longest setting, it would look like this. What I love about the strap options with the Pochette Metis East West is the fact that you can wear it at 3 different options. So if you find this to be long over the shoulder, if you find it to be long crossbody, you can always adjust it to the middle setting. And what's really interesting, you guys, is the fact that there isn't that much as far as how you would shorten it on the second setting, but I really, really love it. So let me go ahead and show you why I love it, because it really does make that much of a difference on your body. So let's go ahead, try this on crossbody. Again, this is going to be the medium setting. You guys can see that's a little different, but it makes a big difference on the body, right? I find it to be absolutely beautiful. And if you wanted to go ahead and wear it over the shoulder, I like it like that as well. It looks like this. And yeah, it just, I mean, to me, I find that this is more appropriate. I think at the longer setting, it definitely worked. But at this one, I just find it more comfortable. What can you say? And then the last setting that you guys can wear it is going to be on the shortest setting. And that's going to make a huge difference. And also with that difference comes a very different looking bag, let me tell you, because it really becomes an over the shoulder bag at a much shorter length. So let's go ahead and try this bag on. And it looks like this. Now we could really use that word versatility with this strap, because you guys saw on the medium setting, I think you guys would definitely agree with me, it made quite a bit of a difference, right? Especially when worn crossbody. And then when we wear it like this, it's just an entirely different look to the bag. And you're spending this amount of money on a bag, it's an investment, and you want to be able to have different ways to wear it. So I'm absolutely in love with it, you guys. It is beautiful. So another thing that you can do with this bag, if you'd like, you could always, if you didn't want to wear the chain, you could take the chain off and it's just a little Pochette Metis bag, which is absolutely adorable. Or if you'd like, you could wear this over the shoulder. I'll go ahead and take the original strap off to give you a very genuine, authentic idea as to how this looks like over the shoulder. It definitely works, and this chain is just absolutely beautiful. I love it so very much. Very, very gorgeous. And I'm trying to think of another. Oh, you could always wear it tote style too if you wanted to. But yeah, you guys, you definitely don't need an additional monogram strap for extra length. But if you wanted to, if you really, really wanted to, you always have the option of getting a strap extender, which is what I do with my BD Nano and my Nano No Way. It gives extra length, which I really, really love. And I'll give you guys a code to get a discount if you're interested in doing that with any of your bags. Sometimes non-adjustable straps, you want to add the length, and that's a wonderful way to do it. Also, mini bum bag, wonderful way to add length to that bag. So yes, I hope that gives you guys a good idea as to how this gorgeous bag looks like on the body. And I hope it helps you if you're contemplating the purchase of this bag. I hope that did give you guys a good idea as to why I love this bag so much, why I did choose it for the year 2023 as my favorite bag. I love it. And I think if you guys gave it a chance, I think if you went into the Louis Vuitton store and tried this bag on, you may feel the same way that I do. And I'm so passionate about this bag, in fact, that Louis Vuitton did come out with an Empreinte version, actually multiple Empreinte versions of this bag. I do believe there is a cream, black, and then there's bicolor. I would actually love to get the turtle dove version of this bag. I have this favorite in the turtle dove, which I love very, very much. I think you guys would agree. They're very, very similar, right? If I were to get this turtle dove in the Pochette Metis East West, which I've been tempted to do, I just feel that they'll look too similar. Really, I do. And I really love this favorite. I don't want to sell this in any way. I've adored it from the moment that I bought it. I think I'm leaning towards the bicolor and the black. I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. I need to see it in person, that's for sure. But I do think I'll be drawn to it. And at the end of the day, the reason why I love this bag so very much, best purchase for 2023 and perhaps beyond for 2024, maybe 2025, I don't even know. But the main reason is the look of this bag. So I mentioned the functionality, the versatility, you can fit a lot inside, but really the look of this bag is outstanding to me. And there really is something about luxury bags with an edgy twist that appeal to me. And I think that's because when I wear the bags, they just make me feel a certain way. And when you think about it, of course, you're going to want to enjoy the way a bag makes you feel. These bags are not inexpensive. They do come at a pretty steep price, and you want to feel nice when you wear them. And I have to admit, I love the way I feel when I wear this gorgeous little Pochette Metis East West that's just so pretty with so much character. A lot of people have reached out to me about their purchase of this bag and how much they enjoy it, so I'm definitely not the only one. So I do encourage you guys to get to a store and try this bag on if even slightly interested. So you guys know how I feel about this bag, very, very strongly about it. I'd love to know what you guys feel. What do you consider to be the best bag you have ever purchased, you have ever seen, just the best bag? I'd love to know your opinions. I really enjoy Louis Vuitton bags, so I'd love to know where you guys come from. What do you consider to be the best bag? I know a lot of you guys are thinking mini bum bag or perhaps on the go in different variations. I'd love to know your opinion. So that's going to be it, you guys. If you have any comments or questions in regard to my choice for the best bag for 2023 purchase, please do leave them in the comment section below. I always love hearing from you. All right, you guys, now's the time of the video where I am going to, as I typically do, transition topics from speaking about luxury to speaking about something that's definitely more insightful, meaningful, and inspirational. Today's topic is a very good one because it's going to help you achieve more peace in your mind, more happiness in your life, and better quality of life. The topic I'll be going over today is one that can be a little bit difficult to tackle. That's why I want to go over it. I titled it, The Freedom in Forgiveness. At the end of the day, God gives us instructions. He gives us instructions in the Bible, and it really is our responsibility to follow those instructions. He doesn't tell us what to do to make our lives miserable. He tells us what to do to give us the best lives we can possibly have. He knows the keys to happiness. He knows what's going to set our minds free. He knows what's going to give us peace. We're all going to encounter some type of situation or person that is just going to insult our spirit and make it very difficult to forgive. But at the end of the day, yes, God instructs us to do so. I titled this Freedom and Forgiveness for a reason, because literally there is so much freedom given to you when you forgive. I didn't know this, but Jesus did say that when we do not forgive, he releases the tormentors onto us. When I learned that, I just thought to myself, oh, good Lord, I don't want to be tormented. No, I don't. Whatever it takes to not have torment in my mind, I'll go that route. Bottom line is, no matter what offense has been done to us, it's not up to us to repay or plot revenge in any sort of way, or go over it in our minds again and again, like it's actually going to do something. As a matter of fact, when we go over it in our minds again and again and again and again, all that does is torment us. And really, when we go over it in our minds so much and just replay it, we're not forgiving. We're just going over it like it's going to do something, but it doesn't do anything. God says in the Bible that he will be our vindicator. He will be our lawyer. He will plead our case. He will always protect our reputation. He has made it known that the revenge is for him and not for us. We basically could have it one of two ways. We could take the offense and say, I'm going to take it in my own hands and I'm going to figure this out and everything's up to me and I'm going to stress out and go through all of this drama to try to fix this. Or we could do as God tells us to do and just give the entire situation over to him, let go, let God, and let him take care of it, and just say, you know what, I'm wiping my hands clean of this, and I'm literally going to do as he says and hand all of this to God and trust that he's going to make everything okay. He will make everything okay, and I've seen it in my own life. So when you guys choose to do this, it's a big, big thing, and God recognizes that within your spirit. It's not like you just do it and it's not noticed. God notices, and he knows it's hard for you. So let him do what he wants to do. And after all, who are we to go to God with our sins, which, by the way, you guys, we all sin. And when we do, we should always ask God for forgiveness, because how can we really just expect him to read our minds all the time and just expect him to forgive us? We really should say sorry when we are wrong in any way, even if it's in our thinking, if we're not thinking kindly, if we find ourselves judging other people, whatever the case may be. We're all born sinners and no one is exempt from that. So when we do sin, I know it's a little bit off topic, it's always a good idea to go to God and ask for forgiveness, because that just makes it that much easier for us to forgive other people. It really does take faith to just let it go and presume that God will take care of it, but I guarantee you he will. He promises that. He says it in the Bible. For anybody that comes against you, he says, I will be your vindicator. I will be your lawyer. I will plead your case. I've said it countless times on this channel, you guys. There's no other better lawyer to have than the creator of this entire universe. The creator that made the sea, the ocean, the mountains, the trees, the birds, the flowers, everything, the plants. I mean, us. He's the creator, and there is no better lawyer to have than him. And I promise you that when you choose to forgive, you're going to be blessed. You're going to have freedom in your mind and other blessings on top of that. God will bless you for that obedience. And then he'll also take care of the situation. And it's really walking by faith. We should always be walking by faith and not by sight. If there's something that's hurting you right now, I really urge you to give it to God. And if it's difficult to give to God, I urge you to pray on it. I urge you to pray to God, just something along the lines of, God, give me the strength to give this situation over to you. Give me the strength to stop all of these automatic negative thoughts. They are tormenting me. And the Bible does say too, you guys, that when we choose to not forgive, the tormentors are released upon us. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, I'm forgiving. I don't want any torment in my mind. I just don't. And it's really interesting how it works that way, because you would think when you're innocent and other people are coming against you in the wrong, that you wouldn't have any type of torment. But because it's God's law, because it's like that, you guys, it's black and white. It's his law that we are to forgive others. That's the way that it works. So let's go with the math of the Bible. Let's go with what works. Let God be our avenger in this life. Again, no one will ever plead your case better than him. We can try all day, every day, but it's only going to sink us lower and lower and lower. And you know what? That's going to have an effect on the quality of our lives. We're not going to enjoy daily life like we should when we're living with unforgiveness in our spirit. We're not going to be enjoying the moment as we should. And please remember this too, sometimes a lot of times with forgiveness, you're going to find that you're going to have to forgive again and again and again, because those automatic negative thoughts are going to creep in your mind. The enemy just loves to do that, because once you found peace, he wants to steal it from you. So when those automatic negative thoughts come up, or say, for example, that person is still in your life and they're still just taunting you and just making it hard to forgive, just understand that forgiveness really is something that a lot of times is not just a one-time thing. You have to keep repeating it again and again and again. And the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it'll get. And the most wonderful thing about it is the fact that you're going to be living in a state of peace, which means you're going to be happy. There's so much stuff that I've learned, but the biggest thing I think I've learned is just the whole forgiveness thing, and how it really does release blessings into your life. It really does set your mind free and gives you that peace that surpasses all understanding, that cannot be bought. I guarantee you, your lives, the quality of your lives are going to be that much better, so much better, depending on what you need to forgive. So that's going to be it, you guys, on this topic of freedom and forgiveness. If you guys happen to have any comments or questions on this topic, also any comments or questions on the best purchase I made from Louis Vuitton for the year 2023, this beautiful Pochette Metis East-West, please do leave those comments or questions in the comment section below. Very excited, you guys, about my next video. I think you will be too. If you did make it to the end of this video, of course, I greatly thank you. Until my next, very, very excited about it, I must say. You guys take care, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Bye.